And good evening, fans. My name is Shane Leffler, and I'm bringing you to live coverage of a Centennial Conference volleyball match between the Dickinson Red Devils and the Swarthmore Garnet. Swarthmore 10-3 on the season, coming off a 9-game winning streak, trying to make it an even 10 today in their first conference matchup versus Dickinson, who is 6-9 on the season with 1 conference loss. And we'll see starting for Swarthmore today, Dubois, Liu, Leventhal, Wallace, Scott, and Gerard. And Scott will start off the serving here and try and get things going for Swarthmore to start off the day. Deep serve from Scott. Dickinson gets it up on the outside. Dubois with a quick set to Liu, and that one's blocked down but out of bounds for Swarthmore's first point of the day. Scott with a nice deep serve, and that's her first ace of the day. Great serve, really put the pressure on the back line of Dickinson, and just too high, difficult one to take. A lower serve, Dickinson gets that up to the outside, and a block is kept up by Dubois. Leventhal with the roll shot. And the quick shot down the middle, and it's out of bounds, and Swarthmore goes up quickly, 3-0. Dickinson trying to get their bearings here. They've been here for a while, got here early due to the traffic for the Pope. So still trying to shake off some nerves probably as they get this set out to the left side. Deep shot, Wallace gets it. Leventhal on the left side, hard shot, blocked out of bounds. Great shot from Leventhal. And that's her first kill of the match. Swarthmore goes up 4-0. Scott with a short serve. Liu goes to smash it down, but misses it a little bit. Dickinson with a miscommunication, and Swarthmore gets an easy point. Dickinson trying to find their way here. We don't see a timeout quite yet, but the Dickinson coach has to be a little bit worried about this start. Scott with a nice short serve. Good dig by the libero. Push set. Scott gets it up. Dubois with a dump. Out to the outside. Gerard. Leventhal on the left side. Boom! Great shot from Leventhal down the middle. And Swarthmore goes up 6-0. And here comes the timeout from Dickinson. Trying to get things together. Swarthmore just crushing Dickinson right now. 0 mistakes so far for Swarthmore. And this is exactly how they want to start their conference match, or their first conference match of the season. Scott still serving. Great serve from Scott. You can't do anything with that one. Just a lightning bolt over the net. And dropped very quickly. That's her second ace of the day. Another good shot. Ahern on the outside pushes it. Gerard deals with that easily. Leventhal off the block. Ahern. Long shot. Wallace gets to it. Dubois, an awkward one for Liu, and Dickinson will finally get a point on the board. After just an awkward set from Dubois to Liu, Dickinson puts it down. And we'll see Bongo up for Dickinson with their first serve of the day. Gerard up to Dubois, out to Leventhal. Great shot from Leventhal outside the block, but Dickinson gets it up. Lou with a nice block. And Dickinson can't keep it alive. Great block by Lou. Just got a few fingertips to that one, but just enough to put it down on the Dickinson side. And we'll see Heppy come into the game to serve. And this one goes out to the outside for Dickinson. Great dig from Gerard to get onto that one. Wallace on the left side. Dickinson does a great job, but can't keep it up. And Swarthmore will take the point, up 9-1. Miss Rock digs it up. John, and Scott gets a hand to it. Wallace, what a shot, but just outside. Great technique on that one, but just couldn't drop it down. Too tough of an angle, and Dickinson will take the easy point. And Miss Rock will be up to serve for Dickinson. And fans still trickling inside to our pavilion here. Heppy with an awkward set, but keeps it up. Wallace with the roll shot, and just deflected over Miss Rock's head. And Swarthmore will go up 10-2. We'll see a couple subs come into the game. We'll see Scott in for Gerard, along with Shinkovich coming in for Leventhal. We'll see Shinkovich with the serve. Deep serve. Dickinson keeps it in. Miss Rock. And that's a free ball for Swarthmore to take advantage of. Dubois with the back set. Scott puts it down, but good dig. Ahern. Good up by Shinkovich. Scott from the middle. Roll shot. Kept up. Dubois to Scott again, and hits the net, and it's down for the kill. 11-2 for Swarthmore. Scott with a third effort at that point. Finally getting something on target and putting it down on the other side. Deep serve again. Ahern, hard shot and just inside. Great shot from Dickinson to get a point there in the back right corner. And we'll see Gerard come back into the game for Shinkovich, shoring up that passing defense. Ahern, a nice knuckleball. Dubois to Wallace. No one there, my goodness. She smashed that one into the floor. Wallace getting her first kill of the game. Just a perfect play there from Swarthmore, textbook. And Dubois will be up to serve. Short serve from Dubois. Asrock gets it. Good block from Wallace. Tipped up. Wallace keeps it alive. Good effort. Free ball from Gerard. Deep shot and just inside. And they'll take the point whatever way they can get it. Good short serve, and Dickinson can't get to it. Dubois with the ace. A very nice short serve from her. She's got a very nice variety of serves to mix up. And Dickinson will definitely creep up, ready for the short one here. She mixes it up with the deep one. And that'll go out for another ace off of the hands of Bongo. And great work here from Dubois, mixing it up with the short and the long serves. And Dickinson just trying to figure her out. Another short serve. Miss Rock gets to it. Park with a nice shot to the left corner. And Dickinson will finally get another point. It's now down 15-4 to Swarthmore. Smith with the serve. Short serve. Wallace comes up. Awkward set for Scott. Gerard with the roll shot. Miss Rock does a good job getting to that. Free ball. Dubois over to Wallace. No block there. Miss Rock still gets it up. Smith. Good shot from Smith. A deep spike. And gets it right inside the back line. Smith with another short serve. Great spot, but good up from Wallace and Scott. Happy pushes it. And Smith will smack it over. Dubois out to Wallace. And Wallace just slips on the left side. Tough one there. They'll wipe it up. Went to jump and just completely took a misstep. And the ball fell out. So Dickinson now down 15-6 with a small run here. We'll see if they can keep it going after a very slow start. Smith with a couple nice short serves. Finally goes deep. Happy gets to it. Scott with the back set. Oh, great up from Dickinson. Pushed over. Dubois gets to it. Wallace on the left side. Good shot. Smolskis gets it up. Smith with a roll shot. Dubois to Wallace. And that'll sit down right in the middle for a kill. And we'll see Terwillius come in the game for Heppy. Terwillius, one of the few left-handers on the team. Put up by Dickinson, and a good block from Scott. Great ups from Bridget Scott there, getting up in the middle. Not letting anything pass her right there. Well done. And we'll see Wallace up to serve now. Nice hard serve. Lofted up, and Dickinson can't get to that one. Tough one to deal with for Smith in the back row, and Swarthmore goes up 18-6. Wallace with another hard serve to Smith. Good block again by Scott. And Scott. That's Bridget Scott and Malia Scott on the right side, both forming a hard wall. And Dickinson just can't get around the blocks of Swarthmore right now. Wallace with a good hard serve. And slight whiff there. Terwillius on the left side. Misrock gets it up. Beecher is blocked by the net there. Swarthmore goes up 20-6. Wallace with a high lofting serve, Misrock. Smith goes for the back set, but no one was there. Miscommunication from Dickinson. Costly error there. You're down this much, you can't have those kind of mistakes. Just giving free points to Swarthmore. Wallace with another high serve, Misrock. Smith out to Beecher. Gerard gets it. Dubois with the back set. And Scott is blocked. A good block from Beecher and Park on the left side. And we'll now see Reed come into the game for Wallace. Gerard gets Park's serve. Scott, great play from Malia Scott. Very sneaky play from Scott. Ready to set that ball. Dickinson was not ready for a nice shot like that. And that's a tough play. Usually see setters dump it just over the net, but Malia Scott really put some pace on that one. We'll see Gerard serve here. Deep one, just out of bounds. One of a few errors from her on the season. I believe that's only her 5th of the entire season. A very safe server, but that one just went past the back line, and Dickinson will get a chance here. Good up from Reed. Good hustle from Scott to get that one up. Misrock. Smith out to Beecher. Good shot. Great dig from Gerard, but Luke can't get under that as it goes into the net. And Dickinson still staying alive here. Gerard. Lou on the right side. And Misrock keeps it up. Beecher almost gets to it, but they can't quite get that one. And that's Alice Lou's specialty, the runner behind the setter. One of her best shots. And she got some nice power on that one, and Dickinson couldn't deal with it. Swarthmore 2 points away from winning the first conference set of the year, and that'll be easy. A nice ace from Malia Scott. Just clips the net and drops in the middle of his Dickinson defense. Now on set point. Nice harder serve. Miss Rock gets to it. Smith blocked here. And that one is pushed out by Chan. And Swarthmore will take their first set of the Centennial Conference season 25-9. Slight confusion about a deflection, but the ref overrules it. 25-9. First set win for Swarthmore. And Dickinson will look to get things going in the second set and try and get some offense and deal with the monster that is the Swarthmore Garnet right now. And welcome back for the second set of action here between the Dickinson Red Devils and the Swarthmore Garnet. Swarthmore's first Centennial Conference matchup of the season, and they won the first set 25-9. A very good set for them, very few mistakes, and really just firing on all cylinders. Dickinson gonna try and figure things out here in the second set and find some kind of counter for Swarthmore's offense. Swarthmore's team hitting percentage 25% there in the first set. Very good work from them. Dickinson in the negatives here for team hitting percentage. Just too many errors, not enough kills for them. So they got to stop making those mistakes with their shots and try and put it down in the Swarthmore backcourt. We'll see Smith here try and get things going. Wallace gets that one up. Scott out to Leventhal. Leventhal gets up, but Dickinson deals with it. Ahern, nice running shot. Wallace gets it up. Close to the net. Dubois does a good job, and Leventhal just a little too much on that one. And Dickinson with the first point of this one. Smith, deep serve, Wallace. Scott over to Leventhal. Not quite ready for that, off the net. I think Leventhal thought she was gonna set Lou coming around the back side. It wasn't ready for the shoot. Smith with the third serve. Wallace again. Scott on the outside, splits the block, and it drops down for the first point of the set. And we'll see Bongo coming to the game for Beecher for Dickinson. And Malia Scott with the first serve. Nice knuckler. Dickinson on the right side. Good block from Leventhal, and Lou and Dickinson can't get to it. Strong block from Lou and Leventhal. Leventhal, not a very tall player, but one of the highest vertical jumps on the team. She can really get up and present a barrier. As Miss Rock gets to that one. Ahern, a nice shot to the back line from Ahern for Dickinson. The lefty on her worst side being on the left side, that makes it easy, awkward shot for the lefties. But a nice placement and nice power to put it right in the back side. And Bongo with a good serve. They're really pinpointing at Wallace to set. Good shot from Scott. Dickinson gets it up. Smith. DeBaugh with a quick set to Lou. Good up from Smith, but no one there. Tough reaction dig for her. And Swarthmore ties it up at 3. And we'll see Heppy come up to serve. And that one goes off the arms of Smith. And Heppy will get her first ace of the match. A lot of movement on that one. Tough to deal with for Smith. Not the fastest serve, but that movement really makes things difficult to get a grasp on the ball. And another one, Miss Rock can't deal with it. Heppy really on target right now. Just hitting the ball just in the perfect spot. And getting a lot of action on it. That's 2 aces in a row. A little more spin on that one. Miss Rock gets under it. Chan. Scott gets to it. Wallace on the left side. Goes off the block. Smith. Out to Smith. Good block from Leventhal and Dubois. Smith again. Nice shot over the block. And back to the left corner. Good shot from Dickinson. And Dickinson, a much stronger presence this second set. Only down 5-4 now. Really coming out with a vengeance out of the first intermission. Miss Rock with a low serve. Heppy gets to it. Dubois to Leventhal. Blocked by Dickinson. Wallace on the left side. What a shot from Wallace. Dickinson still keeps it up. Miscommunication. They still get it over. Wallace down the middle, and she crushes it off the block of Dickinson. And another kill for her. And we will see Bridget Scott come into the game for Girard, along with Shinkovic in for Leventhal, again to serve. There's no whistle from the ref, so they'll reserve that one. Good deep serve from Shinkovic, just out of bounds. Had a pretty good eye on that one, just past the line, close. But no point, and Dickinson will get the ball back with Ahern up to serve. Deep serve. Dubois over to Wallace, roll shot. Miss Rock punches that one. Ahern with the slow shot, deceptive, and Scott with the point. Couldn't tell if that went over the net or not, but she really put some power on that one. And the block went straight down on Dickinson's side. And Dubois up to serve now. Dubois with a nice short serve. Scott wasn't ready for that one to come over the net. Dubois gets it up. Bridget Scott with the tip, and it'll go out of bounds on her off the Dickinson block. And we'll see Beecher come into the game for Bongo. Good up from Wallace. Goes back to the Dickinson side. Smith and Park will get the kill. Splits the Swarthmore block. A soft hit just slipped through the Swarthmore defense. And we'll see Smith up to serve. Wallace. Scott. And the Scott-to-Scott connection doesn't work this time. Bridget Scott hits that one just at the line of the net. And Dickinson will take their first lead of the match. Up 8-7 now with Emily Smith serving. Hard serve. Gerard gets that one. Dubois bumps it out to Scott. Up by Dickinson. Good up by Dubois. Wallace on the left side. Heppy with a good dig. Kept alive. Gerard with a free ball. Smith out to Beecher. And what a shot from Beecher on the left side off the Swarthmore block. And Dickinson coming out with some fire this second set here. Up 2 points now. Smith. Dubois to Wallace coming down the middle. Dickinson keeps it alive. Park with a cheeky tip, but Heppy gets to it. Malia Scott with a roll shot. Good up by Miss Rock. Beecher on the left side. Heppy is there again. Bridget Scott down the middle. Miss Rock dives. Blocked by Bridget Scott and Wallace for the point. And Swarthmore finally getting back into this 8-9 now. And Wallace will come up for the serve. A good block, a long rally there. But Swarthmore coming out on top. And Sarah Wallace will serve. And that's an ace for Wallace, clips the net. And neither Park nor Smith went for that one. And Swarthmore ties it up at 9 here. Deeper serve, Smith gets to it. And Miss Rock with an awkward spike. Dubois out to Terwillius. And that one goes out of bounds. Just a slight miss hit from the senior. And Dickinson up to serve with Park now. Nice serve from Park, just in the corner. Great placement. Swarthmore thought it was going out, but that dropped just inside of both of the lines. And Dickinson up 2 now. A very low serve, just grazing the net almost. And that's another point for Dickinson. Park putting on a serving clinic, and Schwastek will call the timeout here. Down 3. Dickinson doing a much better job this second set here. Now up 12-9 on Swarthmore after just a drubbing in the first half. Losing that first set 25-9. Doing a much better job now. Park will resume action with the serve here for Dickinson. Higher one, and that one's out of bounds. And Schwastek successfully ices the server for Dickinson. We'll see multiple subs come into the game here. And we'll see Lou and Leventhal and Gerard come into the game. So slightly smaller lineup here for Swarthmore as Gerard serves. Down the right side, Ahern gets it up. Backline attack. Dubois. Malia Scott with a cheeky tip over the block of Dickinson. Well done. Not a technique we've seen a lot from Swarthmore here. Much more aggressive attacks throughout the game. But it's a good mix-up from Malia Scott there. Dickinson will get this serve up. Dubois Push out to Leventhal. Great shot from Leventhal. What a hit. And just breaks the Dickinson block. And Swarthmore will tie it up at 12. Gerard, a lot of movement on that one. Beecher from the left side. No block there. Good play from Dickinson. Had the fake attacker coming up. Beecher came out on the outside, just went around the block and dropped it in the back line, and they take a 1-point lead. Hannah Smith with the serve. Dubois out to Leventhal. And that one is blocked out of bounds. Leventhal just crushing the ball right now. And that'll go off the block and out. And we'll see Bongo come in for Beecher for Dickinson. Good serve from Scott. And Dickinson, miscommunication. No one gets to the second ball. And Malia Scott with another ace. That's her 4th of the match. Another great serve. That one just dropped like a lead balloon. And that's 5 aces on the day from Malia Scott, who's just crushing the serving game today. And another one. And Malia Scott is unstoppable in the serving game, and Dickinson will definitely take a timeout here and try and ice her, as Dickinson's back line is having a rough time trying to get up Malia Scott's serves. Scott with another nice serve. Miss Rock gets it up this time. Ahern, an awkward spike. Dubois, quick set to Lou. Good dig from Miss Rock. And Malia Scott will keep that up. Roll shot, good get by Gerard. Leventhal through the block. And Dickinson can't keep that up. Leventhal just a menace on the left side for the Garnet right now, as they take a 17-13 lead. Finally getting back on their feet here in the second set. Deep serve from Scott. Chan will take that one. Miscommunication, and that one goes through the fingertips of Smith as she tries to push set that one. Scott, deep serve. Ahern, awkward shot, good up by Scott, but Lou can't just fish that one off the net, and Dickinson will get the point here. Bongo up to serve. Dickinson down 18-14. Nice serve from Bongo off the fingertips of Wallace, but Gerard keeps it alive. Scott with the free ball. Chan tries to throw it over, and the ref will call the carry there. Good call from the ref as we see Heppy come into the game for Lou on Swarthmore. And out to Ahern. That one's blocked by Wallace and Dubois. Back out to her on the right side, tipped up. Heppy gets to it. Dubois puts it up for Leventhal on the right side. Good up by Smith. But the other Smith cannot get that one over the net. Almost running into her own bench. And Dickinson will take another timeout, down 20-14 now. tough ending here for Dickinson. They're not out of the second set yet. However, after that strong start, after such a rough first set, just a disappointing give up of the lead here. Now down 6 points to Swarthmore towards the end of the second set. Coach Andrew Pyle, first-year coach for Dickinson, will try and rally the troops and try and get them back into this, as they have already lost a Centennial Conference match this season and do not want to start the season 0-2 in conference. And Heppy will serve this one over. Miss Rock gets it. Smith out to the other Smith. Wallace, a great dig to get under that one. Leventhal crushes it, but Miss Rock keeps it alive. Smith with a tip, and that is deflected. Just barely deflected off of Swarthmore. And Dickinson gets the point out of the timeout, just what Coach Pyle wanted. Loose ball in the court. So we'll get a reserve here from Miss Rock. Nice low serve. Heppy deals with it. Wallace from the 10-yard foot line. Nice shot. Miss Rock can't dive to that one. Just a perfect angle from Wallace. Not an easy shot whatsoever. Hitting it from the 10-foot line, but putting the right amount of top spin to drop that one down on the right side. And we'll see Shinkovich come in for Leventhal to serve. And a error from the ball girls again. Trying to figure this out. And we'll get a replay of the point. And Dickinson keeps it alive, just inbounds. Dubois with a back set to Bridges Scott in the net. And Dickinson will get the point. Ahern. Malia Scott gets that one up. Bridges Scott on the left side. What a shot by Bridges Scott. Breaks the Dickinson block off of them and out of bounds. And Swarthmore takes a 6-point lead. Just a few points away from clinching the second set. As we'll see, Smolsas come into the game for Dickinson. Dubois with a short serve. Park is blocked. Miss Rock with a backline shot. Wallace off the block, tipped off of Smolskas and out of bounds. That's 23-16 Swarthmore with Dubois up to serve again. Short serve, dealt with. Smith on the outside, good up by Gerard. Dubois back to Gerard. See Smith to Park. Heppy good up, Wallace with a tip. Dickinson scrambling. Smith with a great shot down the left line. Just a tough shot to deal with for Swarthmore. The block couldn't get to it. And just inside the outside the boundary line. Smith, short serve, Wallace gets to it. Scott to Bridget Scott. What a shot, but Smith keeps it alive. Right back to Smith from the back row. Dubois close to the net. Bridget Scott smashes it off. Dickinson again. Wallace now. And that one's tipped and drops for the point for Swarthmore. Now set point, 24-17. And we'll see Terwillius come into the game for Heppy. Wallace, good serve, dealt with by Smolskis. Beats her with a roll shot. Dubois. Malia Scott off the block, and that's the second set, 25-17. Malia Scott with the kill, and Swarthmore goes up 2-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Garnet Volleyball team is pleased to welcome Swarthmore faculty and staff to tonight's match. In appreciation of their support, the team extends the invitation to them to join the continued effort to support the relationship between academics and athletics. With that spirit in mind, please welcome our faculty and staff members with a round of applause.
How long does it take to set up all of this?
I don't know, I don't do it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So what do you control?
Technically cameras, but today we only have one, so I'm not doing anything.
So you just sit here and look happy? Oh, is that about it?
Well, yeah, well, next game is usually soccer, there's 3 cameras.
Okay.
Maybe we should line up.
Cool.
Welcome back for the third set of action here between the Swarthmore Garnet, the Dickinson Red Devils, and the Centennial Conference volleyball matchup. Dickinson now down 2-0 in the set count after a better effort in the second set. Much better offense for them with 8 kills to 5 errors. Swarthmore, though, 13 kills to 7 errors. Not as strong a set as the first one, but still enough to get the win. So we'll see Gerard come in here, and Malia Scott will start off the serving for Swarthmore, and they'll try and finish this match with a quick 3-0 victory, but Dickinson will not go out quietly if they play at all like they did in that second set. And Malia Scott with a nice hard serve. Sean gets it up. Dubois to Lou down the middle, kept up by Dubois. Wallace from the back line. Miss Rock. Smith will put the free ball over. Dubois over to Lou, running from the left side. Great shot from Alice Lou. Miss Rock can't handle that one. And Swarthmore will take the first point of the third set. Leah Scott. What a shot from Scott. Somehow Dickinson keeps that one alive. Dubois with a dump. Good dig by Miss Rock. She's all over the floor right now. Dubois out to Leventhal. And that one can't be handled by the Dickinson block of Ahern and Chan. Nice serve again from Leah Scott. Serves it up for Lou, but Dickinson keeps it alive. Wallace. Dubois with a quick to Lou. Good ups from Dickinson. Miss Rock again hustling to that, but can't quite keep it alive. And Swarthmore takes a quick 3-0 lead. Leah Scott, a lot of action on that one. Out to Ahern. Scott keeps it alive. Leventhal on the left side. Dickinson blocked. Wallace with the roll shot. Miss Rock gets it up. Bongo on the outside, and that one is blocked out of bounds for Dickinson's first point of the third set. And Bongo will be the first one to serve for Dickinson. Deep serve, way too deep. And Swarthmore will take the easy point off the service error from Bongo. And we'll see Heppy come into the game for Swarthmore for Alice Lou. Deep serve handled by Miss Rock. Out to Ahern. Good hustle by the Swarthmore block. Smith blocked by Swarthmore. Dubois and Leventhal get the point for Swarthmore with a strong block. Great effort from Swarthmore's defense there. Hustling along the net to get those 2 blocks. Dickinson not able to get the ball over their side of the net. And Heppy will serve up 5-1. Good low serve. Mishandled by Dickinson. They'll have to put a free ball over. Scott, Dubois, Leventhal down the middle, just outside. Definitely got up for it, but couldn't get it down in that left corner. Just goes out of bounds. And Miss Rock up to serve now for Dickinson. Heppy gets to it. Dubois out to Wallace on the left side. Roll shot, Miss Rock. Smith, good shot from Smith, but Gerard gets to it. Wallace, Miss Rock again, another great dig. Put down by Leventhal. Dickinson keeps it alive. Dubois with the dump. Miss Rock, another great dig for Dickinson. Smith, the roll shot. Heppy gets to that one. Wallace, strong shot, and that's in. Just barely. Some debate between the referees. Dickinson not a big fan of that one, but a great shot from Wallace to finish off that long rally. And we'll see Elise Cummings, the freshman, coming to serve for Swarthmore. Smith Out to Ahern. Good up from Heppy just to get a hand to that one. Wallace, what a shot to the back right corner. Put some real mustard on that one. And Swarthmore goes up 7-2. Smith on the outside. Blocked by Bridget Scott, the solo block for her. Strong presence at the net. Puts that one down for the Garnet. And Dickinson will take their first time out of this third set. Another slow start just as they had on the first set. Now down 8-2. Not a whole lot they're doing wrong right now. Swarthmore just putting a very strong performance together in this third set, especially defensively. Their blocks really getting to left to right on the net, not letting Dickinson getting anything going offensively. And even when they get around the blocks, a lot of great digs here from Heppy and Gerard in the back line of the Garnet. So really defensively, Swarthmore really just putting on the pressure here. And they'll take a quick timeout and come back in as Dickinson remains on the bench talking things over. And Dickinson will come back out on the court. Elise Cummings still serving for the Garnet. Serve to Smith again. Ahern on the left side. Wallace gets to it. Dubois, deep push. Good effort from Bongo, but Dickinson can't keep it up. And Dubois with the cheeky play there. Pushes it to the back left corner and gets the point. Cummings with a low serve, and she'll get the ace. Great serve from the freshman, and Ahern can't deal with that one. Swarthmore goes up 10-2 here. Cummings, a deep serve. Out to Smith. Dubois to Wallace on the left side. What a shot from Wallace around the block and down hard on the floor. Unable to be dug by Smith on Dickinson. And Swarthmore just rolling here. Cummings, another good serve. Bongo. Ahern on the outside. Scott with another good block. And another block from Swarthmore. Dickinson can't get it over the net. Dubois out to Wallace. And she did deja vu right there. 12-2 for Swarthmore as Wallace does the exact same thing. Smashes it down the left line for another kill. And miscommunication from Dickinson here will result in the ace for Elise Cummings. Dickinson had a substitute come up at the wrong time after the ref had already called for the serve. And Swarthmore will take the easy point. Cummings with another good serve to Smith. Park is blocked again by Scott. Another block from Scott and Dubois. So Wallace gets a hand on that. Dubois with a dump, and that's another point. Swarthmore just rolling through Dickinson here, 14-2. An absolutely incredible defensive effort. Cummings serve, just barely dealt with. Ahern pushes it over. Dubois over to Scott. Good shot, Smith gets it up. Miss rock to Smith, and that one will go in, and Dickinson will finally break the Swarthmore point streak here as Gerard will come back into the game for Cummings. And Ahern up to serve now for Dickinson. Heppy gets to it. Dubois over to Bridget Scott, off the block, tipped out, and that's a kill for her. And Swarthmore gets the ball right back. Dubois A lot of action on the serve. Park running up to it. Another block from Wallace and Scott. Scott just gets blocked right there. Good up from Park. Perfect timing as that one was lofted up for Scott, but she couldn't quite put it down. And we'll see Terwillius come into the game from Leah Scott. Swarthmore up 15-4 here with Smith to serve. Short serve, Heppy, good dig. Wallace with an awkward spike, and it'll still result in a kill. Swarthmore gets a laugh out of that one. Wallace barely even jumped off the ground, dragging her foot into that spike, but still got the kill. Deep serve from Wallace, and just out of bounds. Just a couple inches past that back line. And Dickinson will get the point from the service error. And we'll see Chan come into the game for Mizrock. With Park up to serve for Dickinson. Wallace gets that. Dubois with the back set to Terwillius on the right side. Smith to Chan. And that's Mesh, who couldn't quite keep that down for the Swarthmore block. Wallace gets that one. Dubois out to Mesh on the left side. Couldn't quite keep that down, goes out of bounds. And Dickinson now down 16-7, has a few points in a row. Wallace, Dubois to Bridget Scott, who pushes a great vision from Bridget Scott to see the open hole in the back right side and to push it there with the set. Well played by Bridget Scott. We'll see a few subs come in for Swarthmore in Leventhal and Terwillius. Gerard with the serve. Smith keeps it up. Smith back to Smith. And Dubois can't quite get that one up. A nice shot by Emily Smith from the 10-foot line. Dubois quite couldn't get enough air on that dig. And we'll see Reed come into the game now for Wallace. Good low serve. Reed gets it up to Dubois. Leventhal, nice power on that one, but a little bit too much and a few inches past the back line. Again, Swarthmore giving up a few too many points for Dickinson here. Now only down 8. Dubois up to Leventhal. Off the block, good placement. Mizrock, a good dig. Dubois gets it up. Gerard, Leventhal outside the block. Great shot. And it's deflected for the point. Swarthmore will take the point however they get it. But nonetheless, a very nice shot from Leventhal to go around the left side of the block. And good power to keep it in, despite the deflection. And Malia Scott with the serve. Deep one, that one's out of bounds. She shakes her head off that service error. As we'll see, Smolskas in the serve for Dickinson. Leah Scott, Dubois out to 11th on the left side, and that one's too tough of an angle. Goes out of bounds. Swarthmore looking a little less polished here in the past few points. A few more mistakes than we've been accustomed to seeing. As Gerard will get that dig. Lou on the right side. Smolskas up to Ahern on the left side. Good block from Leventhal and Lou. Mizrock to Ahern, and the block wasn't quick enough there, and Reed couldn't quite get to it. Dickinson now only down 6 points. Smolskas, Malia Scott, Dubois to Leventhal. Pushes it over. Chan gets to it. Ahern on the left side. And that one just drops over the block of Swarthmore. Coach Trostek choosing not to call a timeout here. Letting her players play through these mistakes. 18-13. And Dickinson gifting that one to Swarthmore. A tough error for Smolskas. After a nice run for Dickinson, just gifting the ball back to Swarthmore. Pepe coming in to serve now. As you see Wallace subbing into the game as well. Pepe. And she'll gift it right back to Dickinson as that one just floats over the right sideline. And Dickinson only down 5 now, still within reaching distance. Misrock with the serve. Pepe gets to it. Dubois. Wallace on the left side. What a shot from Wallace, and Misrock can't get her arms around that one. And Swarthmore will go up 20-14 now. Bridget Scott and Elise Cummings coming into the game. Cummings to serve. Nice shot from Cummings. What an ace. That ball dropped very quickly. Just a slight knuckleball on that. But a great ace for Cummings. Smith. Ahern keeps it alive. Misrock with a deep free ball. And just out of bounds. Unfortunate for Dickinson. Just a couple misplaced bumps. And Misrock almost kept it alive. But Cummings to serve again for Swarthmore. Smith to Hannah Smith. Ahern through the block. Good dig by Malia Scott. Right back to her from Dubois. Hannah Smith over to Emily Smith. Tipped up. Cummings. Wallace on the left side. Misrock gets a hand to it. Emily Smith. Cummings. Good dig. Dubois. Good hustle to get to that one. Wallace way off the net. Hannah Smith over to Ahern. And a good up from Heppy, but it just goes out of bounds. A good dive off the whiffed hit from Ahern. But Dickinson will still get the point. We'll see Gerard come into the game for Cummings to try and get the serve up from Ahern. Leah Scott, good up right to Dubois. And a shot goes in for Bridget Scott, 23-15. Swarthmore inching to the end. Good up from Leah Scott right to the setter, Dubois. With a nice back set to Bridget Scott. We'll see Terwillius sub into the game for Malia Scott. Dubois with a short serve. Misrock gets to it. Out to Emily Smith. Dubois gets it up. Terwillius is blocked. Kept up by Heppy. Wallace, great shot. And Smolsis can't get that one up, and it's set point for Swarthmore. Dubois with a short serve, and that one's into the net. Dickinson staying alive. Hanging on by a thread here, down 8 points with set point. So they can't have a service error, or any errors for that matter. We'll see Smith with a deep serve. Heppy keeps it alive. Dubois out to Terwillius. The tip shot, kept alive. Wallace gets to it. Dubois up to Terwillius on the right side. Misrock. Heppy, good up. Out to Wallace on the left side, and that's game for Swarthmore, the first conference win of the season. Taking the third set, 25-16. Great shot from Sarah Wallace to finish off the match. And Swarthmore will win their first conference match of the season versus Dickinson, 3-0. And that puts them to 11-3 on the season, 1-0 in conference. And they'll take their next conference matchup against Franklin and Marshall, September 30th at 7 o'clock at night. Thank you for joining us here at Harbor Pavilion. I'm Shane Leffler. You have a good day.